Hello and welcome everyone to Friday Night Legends. My name is Ted Stone and this is Jesse Benjamin. Jesse is our design director on DC Universe Online. And this is DC Universe Online Friday Night Legends. This is a community webcast all about you. Tonight we're going to be on the PC test server and we're going to be looking at some Sons of Trigon content and talking to players who came to SW Live and put on a really awesome player panel.
It was awesome, yeah.
Talking about role tactics and strategy and kind of how to play your role type stuff, right?
So we'll all learn something tonight.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll retain something. So before we get into that, though, just if you haven't heard, Sons of Trigon is launching September 3rd, and early access for Legendary memberships next week. I'm not exactly sure which day, but it will be next week. Probably not Monday.
Probably not
Friday.
Somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between, yeah, next week. So if you're not Legendary, now's the time. Sub up. And if you're waiting for the DLC to pack to drop, that's September 3rd. So yeah, I guess let's get right to it and bring on our guys from SW Live. Christiana and Stamen, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Super. Thanks for having us.
Not too bad.
So you guys came to SW Live this year, right?
Correct.
Did you have a good time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Awesome. You guys kind of went above and beyond too, right? You put on a player panel for us.
We were very excited to do that.
It's on role tactics and strategy. How did you guys enjoy doing that? Was that cool?
I was nervous at first, but yeah, it was good. I mean, there's so many great players, and if you saw the tourney, you saw how many great players there really were. I mean, those guys were phenomenal, and I thought, man, I'm doing this panel, and some of these guys are actually sitting here listening. And it was scary, but it was fun.
Yeah,
I think everybody enjoyed it.
I think it went long, and everyone wanted you guys to go longer. It was having a great conversation, right?
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, a lot of stuff that, you know, I'm a player too, so it was nice to get affirmation of some of the things I've seen and I've played as just a player to see that this is the way to do it. You know, I think one of you guys was even a nature healer, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that's what I am too. So,
are you going to be nature tonight?
I am. I wanted to go celestial just to mix it up, but I thought, man, it would be so embarrassing if I missed a few combos.
Yeah, it is.
Not the only one right now.
Yeah, it's a learned skill for sure. For sure. So, all right, we're gonna hop over and let you guys introduce all of us. So who we got here? Who are our 4 people tonight? Oh, that's not good.
oh, our controller's not working.
Oh.
Well, Christiana, you go ahead. You're obviously the tank with the longest portion of our presentation at SOE Live, and
yes.
very recognized, very talented tank. Part of the Odyssey League out at the European server, but also part of Squad 11. And Iraq Ninja is a very well-known troller. He's going to be trolling for us today. Kilroy is actually standing in for Lieutenant Hill, who at the panel was standing in for Helios Xenon, and he'll be running the DPS portion tonight. So.
Okay.
It's my job to try to get him killed.
Nice. We're taking a look at your test characters right now. How do you guys? So we're gonna be playing. We're gonna start in Trigon's prison, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Some of you have played it. Some of you have not.
Correct.
Yeah,
I think
played it.
a couple of you played it like one time, and some of you haven't played it at all. Correct?
I played it once. Christiana has not played it yet, and then I want to say that Iraq Ninja has not played it, and Kilroy has played it once.
Okay, so this is kind of a fresh look at this new alert, and you guys are wearing what kind of gear for tonight's show?
We are wearing Tier 4 and Central City. We've heard
not all of us. Go ahead.
Well, maybe I think all of us, our CR is probably anywhere from like 89 to maybe 91, 92. I think that's a fair assessment. So.
Okay, so this is kind of a look at what a middle of the road player is looking at if they're just kind of entering T4 or T5. I'm sorry, and trying to attempt this DLC, this alert.
Right.
Correct.
It would be good, you know, it's obviously going to be good. And with the, I've actually done some of the Wasteland content that you guys put in the test, and it's amazing. You can have a great time, earn some good points, but it might be good to get you a piece or two, not come straight in with T4, but...
Sure, you can hop into the solos or the duos.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to make sure, because one of the things that we've heard is that this DLC was considered like a little too easy, like with the alert.
Right.
And then you hear people complaining that the DLC, like the alert was easy, and then the person right next to you, you inspect him and he's wearing like the full tier 5.5, fully modded out to CR99, and it's like, well, of course it's easy. You just, you know, what do you expect if you've got the best gear already going in?
Sure.
Well, and I'm wearing what I would wear on the live server. I'm wearing CR85, so. And my resto, because of the mods and stuff, my resto is actually about 550 less than what it would be on the live server, which is a pretty good hunk of resto. And that's mostly just from the mods and from, you know, not having... I do have a couple pieces of CR86 and CR87 on my live character, so...
Alright, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties. Do you want to reboot and see if we can get our controller to work?
Yeah, let's try that.
We're gonna reboot real quick and see if we can get our controller to actually be working. And you guys can...
Can we talk about role synergy just for a minute before we go in?
That is a great idea. Let's do that while we do this.
One of the things that we said at the panel, and one of the things we talked about, was just anybody that's ever been in a pug group before has been in a pug group that has been just amazingly successful, and everybody's like doing the victory dance in the living room while they're playing. But everybody's also been in a pug group at some point, you know, that's not been so successful. And the difference sometimes is not about gear. Sometimes the gear is the same or the skill points are the same, but for whatever reason a group didn't find the synergy that they needed to make that particular alert or raid successful. And so role synergy is just kind of about seeing what other people are doing and being able to adjust your gameplay style to what the person next to you is doing. And what happens is, as you have synergy, you end up creating this basically this whole that's larger than the sum of all its individual parts, which is kind of neat when you really see that happen, you know, especially in an MMO, in a gaming community.
Yeah, especially when you run with the same group of players, or just people by reputation that know everything about the role. I mean, you already know what the tank's going to do before they do it, you know, or if you're the tank, you jump in, you know the healer's going to have your back, or you know the shoulder's going to be there with the, you know, the debuff or the stun that's going to save you.
Or at least you hope so, right?
We try. I'm not going to say we don't have our moments, but you know, overall, it's just it's a lot of fun when a team works together.
Yeah, and synergy is something that you see in the world all around us. I mean, it's in nature, it's in everything from traffic patterns to weather patterns to whatever. And
that's pretty deep.
No, I was just thinking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're going to get real deep today.
No, we like it. That's awesome.
Here.
But I mean, when you see something, your jaw just kind of drops. You're just like, wow. I mean, that's amazing that something like that could happen. And so when you feel it in a raid, it's pretty cool. Which I'm not going to say we're going to have it in this alert. So
well, you better. You set yourselves up.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that we like doing, and we've done this as a league whenever new content has come out, is that, you know, we go in, we know we're going to wipe for probably hours on end. We know we're probably not going to get the content done like with the tier 5 raids, but
with the raids for sure.
Because we have a good time because we like to figure out the mechanics. You know, like, okay, this is working this way, or this isn't working. You know, it's overall, and it's pretty fun to see the effort that you guys put in to try to make the content more challenging, just as opposed to, you know, giving everything 1 billion health in one shots.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're back in, so you guys can go ahead and queue up when you're ready.
I'm going to do this keyboard and mouse. I'm not used to that, so
yeah.
Bear with me.
I'm going to go ahead and break it to the group that I am running with a staff, and they've never seen me run the staff before.
Why are you running with staff?
You know, I just wanted to mix it up to see if they could adjust, because I don't know that I can build back power as fast with a staff as I normally do with my other weapons.
You didn't see Meps or Robot Meps using a staff on one of the live streams leading up to DLC 8, and you're like, wow, that's really cool. I want to do that.
I think he's just setting himself for an excuse if we have an issue.
Oh, I see.
We'll see.
I do the same thing.
It's also the handicap.
I want to see if they adjust. You know, I'm queuing right now, by the way.
That's exactly what I did with the keyboard and mouse just now. Where I was like, well, it's because I usually use control.
Well, you also like I have a headache.
I have a headache. I was
the
all
controller's
prepared.
not working.
I was all prepared for every mistake I make. It's not my fault. It's a headache. It's the controller.
That's good. I like this. Okay,
right,
so
here
you guys hopping in?
Yeah, I'm scared. Trigon. I mean, come on.
Oh, yay, I zoned in.
You guys did such an amazing job
Thanks.
with these textures.
The
Yeah, it's
visuals
beautiful.
in this DLC are something special. Not to brag.
It's gorgeous.
Not like I did it,
wow.
but you know, we really proud of the team here. Everything they've accomplished. So okay, we are.
Let's see.
We are behind you, and we are following, and you guys can feel free to engage at will.
All right, here we go.
Blasphemer.
Starting off on some little trash mobs here at the start.
Yeah.
And this looks so the alert is called Trigon's Prison. This looks kind of friendly though, right? This is the
mausoleum area.
yeah.
Yeah. I think you guys covered it a couple days ago, but yes.
We did, but not necessarily everyone was watching.
That's true. This is the mausoleum area that you see actually outside in Jefferson Park. Robinson
Park.
I don't know why I keep calling Jefferson. Robinson
know.
Park.
So we just had a one-shot
Ooh.
mechanic or something happen.
Oh, that's rough. So we should
Blame
also, I don't know if
survival jobs.
we mentioned this, but we upped the difficulty of this alert
We did.
from when we first put it on the test servers and everyone said
Quite
it
a
was
bit.
just really easy. So
Good.
So you see some teamwork there.
That's
Looks
what
like
that update was today?
It was actually last week. I
yeah, it was
think.
actually last week, although we did tweak a couple things today. I'm not exactly sure if it's
Yeah. We're always
difficulty
constantly making
related.
updates and tweaks based on people's
I
feedback.
cannot get used to seeing Stamen use the staff. That's really interesting.
I've never used it before, have I? In 2 years.
So you're trying to learn the combos right now, huh?
I am, yeah. I
Trigon's
wanted to
power
push
is
myself with
returning.
Celestial and staff, but I
Someone is
wasn't that
tampering with
brave.
the spell
I
that is
apologize.
holding him there. You must keep
Just walking
going.
around trying to take in
Find
everything
Trigon's
here, all the
chamber.
visuals.
I will
This
meet
is
you
awesome.
there.
Yeah, so you're making your way through the mausoleum right now, and eventually you'll make your way into his actual prison. You'll be seeing some famous families soon. I won't go in. I guess you can run into the Waynes here.
Yep. Yeah. Different.
Robinsons.
Okay, wait,
Different.
Christiana. Leroy Jenkins.
It was actually fun because he does this all the time on live, and I'm supposed to run in and save him.
I see. It's like a little game you guys have.
Yeah.
Meta game. So whose job is hardest right now on the trash mobs?
I'm
Tank keeping
I'm not
the.
having a problem trying to keep everything rounded up. So
gonna say probably the DPS. I mean, they've really got to get this stuff down quick.
Interesting.
But my power bar is not going anywhere. Actually, the DPS's power bar isn't going anywhere.
That's another part of synergy is having cutscene.
Yeah, we tend to save power
Cutscene.
for each other. I mean, we really work hard to try to do that. And a lot of groups don't. And they sit there and burn whatever they can burn because they're worried about the scoreboard. And there's some good things about that kind of strategy, but
That was a really good example of synergy right there. I went after one ad and a rack.
Just leave it.
See the other.
It's a
So make sure until I can get a
tofu-powered
hold of them.
beatdown.
So
Well, let me leave it up with the keyboard and mouse.
Great. Sorry, just
Technical difficulty
getting used
still.
to our slightly different setup here. We got
Come
distracted,
on.
missing that cutscene.
So you guys have a wave event going here. Looks like you guys are doing just fine. Rounding them up,
really-
knocking them back.
I should be meleeing, honestly, with Celestial. But I'm in Hero's Nature. I'm going to pull back a little bit. Just probably making things harder on Christiana than I should. Actually going to pop a trinket for the first time in the raid here. Which is my fault. I just forget about them.
yeah, and as I have the camera zoomed out all the way, so as I'm fighting these things, I'm walking around trying to see if I'm missing any ads. Because you see a lot of tanks and other
These
players
demons
get
came
tunneled
here
in.
straight from Trigon's
Sometimes that's
dimension.
enough to wipe the
I'm
group
gonna
in
tell
certain
Wonder
raids
Woman,
like,
keep going and
Floss
stay
2
safe.
or Paradox.
Well, and tunnel vision is something that
Ooh, voodoo, I need
You
that.
can't talk too much about that because players get locked into whatever's right in front of them, and they miss the tells from the big bosses and the other things that are, you know, throwing down one-shots or whatever.
Right.
And that's really problematic if you get in a pug with folks that get tunnel vision.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that separates, you know, really good players from really great players is that they know everything that's going on around them. They know everything that's going on with the team. They know where everyone's at. And
keep your mouse scroll back, you know, so you have a good full view of the battle area.
All right, so we're walking in here now. Ooh.
Sin permeates this plane.
What do you think, Chris? You've not seen this before.
I haven't, and I see the work because I've got my graphics cranked way down, and I can see just what an improvement. What an improvement it is. So hopefully I'll be getting a new video card here soon.
Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, you're having PC issues. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm having some hardware issues that are kind of hard to track down right now. So
it's a bad DLC for that, man. You want to crank it up.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. So you guys are actually fighting the Robinson family that we're talking about. You can run into Wayne's. I don't know what the other families are.
A couple different ones. Falcones.
Yeah, they do use the counter mechanics in here, and you'll notice that like as much as I want to go in there and just start whacking with this new staff I'm trying to learn, I'm more worried about Christian at this point. So, you know, a good healer, a good nature guy, or whoever is going to.
So yeah, you have your healer heart in the right place, right?
Yeah.
Your tank up.
And as a tank, I'm trying to do what I can to make sure that I'm not taking too much damage. Like I'm using the empowered channeling mod on. I can't juggle, obviously, but.
If I notice my troller's a little low, I'll come over here and pop one of these things, you know. Or
supply drop.
Then he'll walk out of it.
That's not synergy right there.
Well, normally we're on Ventrilo, we can talk to each other, and
that's true. We are making things a little bit complicated for you.
I don't have Ventrilo on.
But that's a good point. You know, using voice chat is sometimes crucial, or at least using some kind of chat.
It's a nice degree of difficulty.
So now let's say I'm getting a little greedy, you know, I want to come in and like pad my DPS numbers or something.
Right. That's
It's
what
a little
matters.
risky.
Scorecard, right?
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem too. When you get in some of these groups, people are worried about the scorecard. They're not worried about what they're doing for the team. So, for example, like I'm running Swarm Shield right now. That's never going to show on the scorecard. I mean, you're absorbing 4,000, 4,500, you know, damage on 4 players every 20 seconds or something. I mean, that's a lot.
That's a huge impact, and right, it does not show on the scorecard.
It's just another thing too, like usually I wait before I rush into the next room. You get a lot of players that, pugs especially, that don't do that and usually ends up with a wipe sometimes.
You take a look around, see
well,
see
if
what's
the healer's
in there.
running in ahead of me, I'm assuming the group's
I'm
ready.
sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see.
Synergy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what makes it kind of makes it fun, you know. You keep your tank on his toes, and the tank keeps a healer on his toes. So a lot of times, you know, we'll have tanks that'll just charge in, and you know,
I have to say, I'm very happy that there's not selective healing in this game, or else, yeah.
Now somebody's thrown some sort of a skill out I'm not familiar with the gold little balls on our hands. Is that a celestial skill?
That is celestial, yes.
What is it? Is it like a precision boost or what?
That's your
the one
combo.
he's talking about, that's a crit chance. So it's kind of like wired.
I thought you were talking about when he does the flex thing, which is when he's comboing. But you're talking about the power up thing.
I'm not sure. There was like some sort of gold ball in our hands, and I thought, well, maybe that's.
He's right. Christiana's right on that one.
That is benediction, I believe.
Sweet.
10% crit buff for abilities and weapons.
Somebody's asking what my special trinket is there in the number 9 slot, and you should know it's a special toy I have. It's a
Konfugi.
It's a MEP signal is what it is. It shoots a signal into the sky. I might show you later.
Oh, that's fun.
Cyborg.
Real deal.
Yeah, this is neat because the last time I ran this, it was I don't remember who it was. Maybe Robin or Starfire. It was Starfire.
Right,
I was
so
going to ask that. So it changes dynamically depending on. Whoops, I missed somebody.
well, I think it's random.
It's random.
It's random which family you get to fight earlier, and it's random which of the Titans
you run to, yep.
yeah show up.
Like you had Beast Boy earlier. It could have been somebody else too, I think.
And they do slightly different things.
You guys are making short work of this.
Yeah. It's alright though. I mean, it's so pretty, you know, to come through here and watch.
I mean, it is intended to be easier than Origin Crisis.
It is definitely
right?
supposed to be easier, yes.
We're kind of rotating between the large group DLCs and the small group DLCs, and Origin Crisis was intended to be super, super hard. So
You got to stop trying.
It wasn't that.
Hold these guys off for as
and
long as I can.
it was
there.
for many different reasons.
It's too late.
Sure, 98% of the player base agrees. Okay, so exit the chamber. There's two different things. We got to turn them at the same time, or?
I have no clue. I've only done this once. I don't know what you're supposed to do.
All right, go do that one. Figure it out.
I like it. Find out
Click
live.
that one first.
You will be eviscerated.
Oh, okay, so it opened that area, I guess. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see the new demon models.
Yeah.
Trying to get closer without getting in your way.
The textures on them are really good too, because I actually like did my little. Oh, okay.
Well, this is a cool mechanic. Never seen this before.
I actually zoomed in on them, you know, and I was like, wow, these guys look pretty good.
Are we supposed to carry these somewhere?
You're
I have no
supposed to
clue,
get him out
man.
of the way there. Got it.
Okay, I saw an arrow pop up when I picked it up, so I thought I'd take it.
So now the mausoleum.
Your persistence does nothing but prolong your demise.
He's pointing at you again,
I
Cristiano.
call upon you, my
I
children.
think I'll let you jump in first.
Which of you will heed me and be
You want me
my
to?
vessel?
Just to see
No.
what
Prove
happens?
your worth once and for all.
Father, I will
We're
have
being
your
broadcast,
power.
then yes.
I will be your
Oh.
vessel.
Damn it,
These
Jesse.
guys, huh?
You always want what is rightfully mine.
The best of the sins right there.
Yep, Jesse.
You just got Jessied.
Wait, which one is Jesse? I forget.
He's the envy sin.
Envy.
Envy, and that's greed. I think James is greed. Get Jesse James.
It's mine.
Ouch, got a leg spike.
Nice try.
Jesse and James.
And this is random too?
This is random. You
Yep,
got different
you-
pairing.
Different. There's 6 different sin brothers.
I had
Brothers of Sin.
Gluttony and
Watch it.
maybe Jared last time. I can't remember. I definitely had Glutton.
Aren't you slack?
Idiot.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Did you
hold
answer?
aggro.
When which sin is your favorite? If you had to pick one.
Oh, Jesse.
Step aside.
I mean envy.
Envy.
I'm in envy.
Sure.
I'll tell.
There's no
my
reason why.
father.
Sorry. We're back to synergy. Keep going.
Which one is the guy in the,
Don't touch me.
Lust missions there in the
No, get your
Jacob.
own.
I did that duo.
Jacob.
I've only done that duo one time. It was so funny. And I laughed the whole way through it. He was so funny to watch.
Piece of
And I guess if you like beat the, we shouldn't be talking about that now.
get away.
I'll talk about it later if we do it.
This
It's
is
a lot
so-
easier to keep aggro on these guys now that I'm using. I put
I'll
absorb heat back
tell
in my
my
loadout.
father.
You changed your loadout mid instance
piece
there. Is
of-
that what you said?
No, I run with it now. I used to run Amazon Deflection.
Got it.
But
It's
it doesn't
mine.
get the it doesn't get the defense buff from fortified blocking. So it's still a good power, but tier 5, there's better ones to use.
So, Cristiano, how are you guys feeling on your like health bars? Are they like getting pretty scary?
I'm doing great. I haven't dropped below half health except for that little snafu at the beginning there. But
Well, and you know what? My power bar is not dropped below halfway either. So Iraq's keeping me powered, and that's what you want. I mean, if you can do those two things, you can get through anything.
plus you get, like, I see a lot of healers. Stamen doesn't do this, which is one of the reasons I love him. But you get a lot of healers that fire off their entire power bar, like, as soon as someone gets a paper cut.
Right. Overreaction.
Your strikes are meaningless.
Yeah, we had, we've got Killjoy in here commenting on some of the changes that were made to Celestial, saying that some of the powers are working a lot better now, feel a lot smoother.
No, until
That's
sport.
really good to hear.
Yeah.
Is
I really
he,
like Celestial.
He's
I'm
Celestial
switching.
DPS, right?
Your strikes
Yes, he is.
Yeah. It seems
think I
pretty effective. I mean,
You're definitely chewing through these all right, I would say.
one of the things we look for on the scoreboard, you definitely want your DPS running about 4 times minimum of your next highest, whether it's a troller or usually it's a tank. But you want them to run on the scoreboard about 4 times higher than anybody else. Now we have some DPS that'll run 8, 9, 10 times higher, but you know they're phenoms.
Depends on your depends on your other guys too,
That's
right?
pretty.
That is true because all the damage is divided.
Yeah, if we can just pause for a moment and just look down at the amazing
Sorry, I hacked the next row.
vista here, like, well,
Here,
there you go.
that was my bad.
Trigon's prison, people. We can go on.
We can
It's
go on.
okay.
We're back.
I just wanted to gaze at
Actually,
it slightly.
I've not looked through this either. So.
I mean, that's a pretty good view right there, I would say.
I think this is the first time we've seen something like this since FOSS 2, when it kind of zooms in down on the final room.
Yep.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I remember the first time we played FOSS. You know, my jaw just dropped open. It was beautiful. Same here.
Mortals.
Hello.
I demand obedience.
Is this it? Is this the boss?
When
I can't remember.
am restored,
Nah, I
your
don't think I can't be the
suffering
boss. We
will
just
be
look down at the
endless.
boss on the Vista.
Maybe we
Avatar
warped.
of
All right,
sin,
this is Trigon. It's magic world.
Rise and destroy them.
Anyone else remember when this guy had like a 3-hour respawn timer?
Yeah.
The Avatar of Sin.
Yeah, he's originally built like those old EQ bosses, you know, the World Wander guys that you just don't see very often. Everybody's like, oh my god, he's up, hurry! And then everybody shows up and destroys him.
Takes about 5 seconds to kill him.
Yeah. Then you gotta wait 3 more hours.
We should have more of those. But they should not be easily killable.
Right.
Just rampage through the city.
Takes 3 hours to spawn and 3 hours to kill.
Yes.
With all 8,000 people
I
on
like
it
it.
beating on it.
I like it.
My health was yo-yoing a bit there, but that's not Staмен's fault. That was mine. I'm getting a little...
Actually,
Got a little
Christiana,
careless?
I was testing you. I wanted to see how often you blocked. So
I
was
wait
actually
till my
not
health gets
healing
about
you on
half.
purpose. I know.
I wait till my
I
health
know.
gets about half, and then I turtle up.
Well, that's one of the things I kind of wanted to say, because if you have a tank that actually knows where a shift key is, you're not going to burn nearly as much power as a healer. So I was playing Christiana a little bit, and I apologize, I didn't tell you. I wanted to see, like, at what point did you start to defend yourself on your own without depending on me.
Well, obviously blocking is important, but it was interesting Christiana said he waits until he's at 50% before he really starts caring about it.
Yeah. And that's good. He knows I'm behind him, so that's probably part of it.
No, I do, but I also know at what point he's going to get stressed out on various things. Because it doesn't really work too well in Paradox Wave because everything's in one shot. So
Our DPS just asked in Ventrilo how that works out in Paradox Wave. Well, I don't try it in Paradox Wave. Because, honestly, the tank has got to know how to block in Paradox and Nexus. I mean, if you get in a Nexus that's wiping because the tank's not staying up, a lot of times it's because the tank doesn't block. You forgot where shift key was.
So, what did everybody get from the drop?
I got a Trinket of Divine Might, Charm of Divine Might.
And this is exciting because you all got individual loot, right? Nobody rolled on anything.
I got the same thing. I got the I have a healer faceplate and I got a might trinket. Not bad.
The Might Trinket's great for me as nature because nature is so might dependent with the dots.
Indeed.
What do you guys think about that feature where you guys get your own loot?
I like it.
He says question mark. It's definitely
Yeah.
different, right?
It is different. I mean, the thing that I actually like about the fact that you sometimes get gear that's not appropriated to your actual power set is that it really encourages you to take a power token, respec, try something different, I may have
complex materials. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I might have a full troller set or something by some point, and want to say, hey, let me try Hardlight or
And
something.
you don't feel guilty about it.
Exactly. I kind of like that, to be honest with you.
God of War right now. Major
Sissy,
flashbacks.
stop
to the,
right there. You are
this-
too late,
This has got to be the
princess.
end.
I've already begun charging the Victory Stone.
Get to hear Susan as
no
Wonder
one
Woman.
will be able to defeat me.
And that was an
You're
excellent
not
voice.
move.
invincible yet.
Yeah, that was awesome. And that's a great shot right there. I remember that from the first time I ran through this when she laid that dude down with a spinning back.
Yeah, a little bit of action in our cutscenes.
I await.
I remember you were saying it as to We Live last year. One of the reasons why
blood
kind of
And
last
devour
laugh at the
the
end of Fate
souls
were a
of
little
the
light on the content was
universe.
because you were doing so much work behind the scenes just to get things like these cameras working.
Hold still.
And you know, it really shows how much you guys do on the back end that sometimes a lot of players don't see or even consider.
Now, one thing that just happened right there that a lot of people may not notice if you're new to the game
see you.
is that your DPS, your troller, and your healer did not throw any skills out until that tank had full aggro.
Right. Didn't want to take any hits. They didn't have
Right.
to.
And so, see, right now my troller is really low on power. You know, I'm pretty full on my bar, but just to make things good for him, I'm probably going to throw out my supply drop now.
I'm looking and I'm noticing that looks like Trigon's attacks are completely random, so there's a couple different AoEs to worry about.
Yeah.
And can't really see what's going on right now. I'm trying.
Okay, so we
Ads.
just
I
had
got ads or something.
Yeah, we have a couple ads.
There are
Yep,
ads.
Trigon's
Yeah.
picked Cersei up to face the ads.
And I'm watching these celestial combos go off too. And by the way, the animations on those are beautiful. I just saw Consume Soul go off, so I know that somebody just got hit for 1K or 2K damage from our DPS. Sorry, Christian.
Nah, it's okay.
I'm still watching you.
For Hera.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the Brother Eye fight with the fact you got other things going on you got to watch out for that you can't really control.
A lot of environment here that can hurt you pretty bad.
Ooh, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
you got
see.
hit for 2,500.
Nice.
You fools. I've already charged the Victory Stone enough to start a war.
So all in
Have
all,
fun
I mean,
dealing
if this
with
is this the
Trigon.
end? I mean, I guess if people
You've got to raise the barrier
want to
back
say
up.
it's too easy or whatever, that's one thing, but you've got a whole group of the player population that would really love to come in and do this. I mean, this is a beautiful raid or alert.
Alert.
It's
That should
it's
keep
a
him
lot of
secure
fun.
for now.
You're
Your
getting
bravery
rewarded for
continues
it,
to
so you're
impress.
actually going to gear your tune up.
You fought a great
Um,
battle and prevented the
When you get
suffering
into
of
places
millions
like
of
Nexus
innocent
and
people in
Paradox,
our
it's going to be
own
so
realm.
important that you
Don't
put that
worry too
gear
much
to
about
good work
Cersei.
by just
She
knowing
won't
what
keep
your
her
role
plan
is.
secret for long.
And the main thing there for me as a healer is not burning your power by overhealing, paying close attention to your tank and knowing what he's doing. Look at me at the bottom of the charts and see, you know, that's embarrassing.
That's about right.
People will look at that and say, "Well, oh my God."
Your damage out is embarrassing. You're saying,
Yeah, you know, but did
but look
people
at your
die?
healing out there.
Yeah,
That's actually your job, right? So
my job is to keep the tank alive. Did you die at all, Christian? I don't even know.
No, I think we had 2 deaths the whole run, and that was in
Yeah.
the first room.
Yeah, I died once.
That's a really fun alert. And
So yeah, right. So you guys are obviously pretty advanced players, but you didn't
Yeah.
really have much problem with your starting gear, and it didn't take a whole lot of time. I don't know exactly how
minutes.
long it took, but 20 minutes, whatever. Oh, 22 minutes and 6 seconds,
Yeah.
actually, according to the
To be
screen in
exact.
front of me. So there you go. That's a kind of a different kind of alert aimed at maybe a different crowd, or mix it up. You
A
know,
little more
variety.
casual crowd, yeah.
Yeah. But there you go. So we were talking about perhaps showing one of the duos tonight also. Are you guys up for that?
Sure.
Have
With
you...
the stats on that shield, that's a nice jump in.
I got pistols. I got an 85.
Oh, they're looking at their loot.
Pistol
Yeah,
set.
they are.
Can't see their loot.
Yeah, I kind of wish I could have saw their health when they were like, "Oops, sorry." I'm like, "Oh, did somebody almost die?"
Yeah.
I dropped
we need
below,
tools for that.
50% there, but it was my fault. So I was trying to make sure that I rounded everybody up so I wasn't blocking, because they spawn all over the room. And as a tank, it takes a couple pulls, especially if you're a fire tank, because you got to time your pulls right. You can't just pull them in like Ice can with Inescapable Storm. So I was kind of taking a little bit of damage there.
Do you want to show the environment? Kind of
Yeah,
do
sure.
a
Good
little,
idea.
little look around.
Well, of course, there's Trigon.
Yeah.
Put
He's
Max to
sad
sleep.
now.
You know, one of the best things about playing DCO online is that you're just basically transported into this world that you loved as a child. I mean, I can remember reading comic books and just being so excited about Green Lantern or Batman or whoever, you know. And you jump into this video game and it's like, oh my God, I'm in the panel of a comic book right now. That's what it feels like in here.
That's the idea. drop you into the world.
Mission
Immersive.
accomplished.
Yeah.
Which one
That's
do I
awesome.
teleport into? Trigon's prison or return to last location? It's interesting.
Why don't we split groups? I don't know what they can follow or want to follow.
We can, if you guys want to split into 2 groups of 2, we can hop between you in theory.
How about me and Kilroy take one, and you and Iraq take one, Chris?
Sounds good to me.
Well, let's break up, and I'll invite Kilroy.
All right, maybe we'll show a little bit of both duos.
Sounds good. Somebody asked if Starfire's in the alert.
I
think
believe she can be.
She is. She's there somewhere.
You're kind of expanding on what Stamen said. I'm the complete opposite. Like, you know, I didn't really have money or time for comic books when I was growing up. So most of what I know about the DC universe has to do with, like, you know, Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, you know, a couple things like that. Like, I hadn't even read The Killing Joke until like 2 years ago. So as someone who's only familiar, I know, I'm sorry, but I mean, as someone who's only like really familiar with DC, like, you know, from the animated franchises and everything else like that, you know, this does a really good job of bringing you in and you go, wow, I mean, this whole DC world is much, much larger than I think a lot of people realize it is.
Well, and it's a little bit fragmented, right? You kind of have the Bat world and the Superman world and the Green Lantern world, and sometimes they all come together, but not really that often in the other media, in comic books and stuff. You know, Justice League
like
book does a pretty good
Vertigo.
job, but
I mean, you got John Constantine,
and now we've got Constantine, yeah, and our game kind of everybody's there all the time, you know.
We
So
get who we can.
yeah,
Is Ben Affleck going to be in here?
Batfleck.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, you had to throw that out there, didn't you? Oh, hey, there's Taliana from, I think it was the first league I ever joined. That's cool.
I think Hims and I'll queue up the cathedral if you guys want to do Nightstone.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's follow Stamen first to go into the cathedral, and see the intro there, and then maybe we'll hop over to Nightstone slightly later. Your character name is Stamen Test, correct?
Yeah, Test Flicker.
Oh, Test
actually.
Flicker. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when you are in the cathedral, and we'll hop over to you.
We are zoning in right now. It'll be a second.
Iraq and I are zoning into the other one, so Nightstone.
Yeah, we're in.
I just want to say, for the record, publicly, that I think Ben Affleck is going to surprise us all as Batman.
I hope so.
You're a brave
just
man.
Want to say it.
Yeah.
You heard it first right here. Batmap supports Batfleck.
You are
I hope you're right.
I hope you're right too.
You must prevent Jared from completing
Not as
the rat
enthusiastic,
ritual.
but
It will make him
I'll
far
try to
too
get there.
powerful.
So we're gonna walk in this room right here.
Yeah,
and I've
so-
only done this duo once, but I think there's a cut scene right here.
This is the cathedral, and this is each of the duos features one of the sons.
Yes. Each duo features one sin, one of the sons, and then there's actually a side quest that you can go in here
How
and
dare you
see another
step
sin.
foot inside my stronghold. You will not
And that
interrupt
happens.
my
The side quest
ritual.
happens if you finish
I
all
will be
5 of
Father's
the
vessel
Wasteland
and
missions,
let loose
correct?
wrath
Correct.
It
upon
opens
the
up for you
world.
once you do that.
I think
That's sweet.
I heard something about a hidden boss or something.
Right. That's what that is. There's a little extra. So we were watching the cutscene there, and I was confused. I was like, who is that awesome looking NPC walking? I'm like, oh no, that's I guess that was Killjoy. It's like, that guy's awesome. Oh, it's a player.
These are our new wrath demons. For those who haven't seen them yet.
I think that I did one of the secret bosses in one of them where you go in the kitchen and the butchers.
Yeah.
Butchers
that's
there.
Glutton, yeah. Julius. I think is
Yeah,
his
that
name.
was
Julius.
sweet. That was pretty sweet.
Isn't it
His name's
just-
not Julius.
There was no name for him in all the comics, believe it or not.
Wait, we named Gluttony?
We named Gluttony.
Did we ask if we could do that?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Oh, we'd be in trouble if we didn't.
That's huge. I didn't know
Surprise.
that. Cause I was doing a bunch of things for SW Live and for prepping. It's like all of the sons have names except for Gluttony.
Right, exactly. They just named him Glutton in every comic I could find. It was Gluttony.
Yeah.
So we asked if we could name him, and we named him Julius.
Julius.
Yeah.
It makes my day. I'm so excited
Pretty sure
about
it's
that.
Julius, 'cause I always think it's Orange Julius.
That is kind of gluttonous.
He has a great
If you're-
T-shirt.
If you're watching Kilroy right now, I mean, you can
Magic
see the
door.
celestial DPS
Does
is
that mean
it's
a
pretty awesome.
magic key?
I mean, he's coming in
Puzzles are
and
not Mammoth's
taking good care of
strong
business. I
suit.
mean,
Hey, maybe
Yeah, he
had
definitely
to
walked
know
into
what
that
to
first
do.
room.
I'll pound it
And,
out.
I like the fact that Spore did a lot of balancing over the last couple patches to try to make
Not
sure it
gonna
wasn't
run.
a power set that was
He's definitely
strictly-
been on it.
that was strictly like hard light. Where, yeah, I mean the fact that you've got the risk reward element where you can't really ignore might. I mean, even though the precision combos hit the hardest, you know, if you get interrupted or you hit the wrong button, you know, it doesn't matter if you have 1,000 precision if the attack doesn't fire. So I really like the way that he's kind of changed that up. So they're both important now.
It looks
You
like
know,
Kilroy's
I'm
doing a good job of comboing there. I can see him doing the animation all the time.
yeah.
He must have been practicing.
I'm embarrassed to say that I don't remember reading too much about Mammoth. I guess it was a Teen Titans film.
So Mammoth
Fearsome 5.
is in the Fearsome 5,
Yep.
which is a lesser-known supergroup, which we've kind of spiffed up to kind of be a full rival to the Titans,
Pretty much.
for our purposes. And Mammoth is one of those. And
Stop tickling me.
he likes to smash things. He's not very smart. He's not trained in combat, but he's very strong.
He's got good VO. He reminds me of Bizarro. Just now he's like, stop tickling me.
He's
I think
he's
the
he's
time
almost
that I
as
did
stupid as
this-
Bizarro.
I think I fought Gentleman Ghost in here the time I did it.
Gentleman Ghost is pretty neat
Would
to
that
have
be
in here.
right?
Stop
Yep.
tickling
Yeah,
me.
and so again, that is random, right?
Yes, it is random.
Which one you
Okay.
face is.
There's a third one too, and I cannot remember who it is off the top of my
Now,
head.
Gentleman Ghost is in the comics. I mean, he's kind of one of my
Stop that. I
favorite
need
villains. He's really
break.
just creepy.
Simon, I think, is the third one.
For this duo.
Yes.
Do you know Simon's real name, original name, before he was Simon?
Simon, maybe?
Simon Jones.
Mm. The Jones part's important.
Just showing off my cred right here.
That's beautiful in here.
Yes, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous environment. And we have different, for those who don't know, we have different cultist models now for representing each sin. These are the rage ones. I think these are the guys that have the little pieces of paper basically nailed to them that are spells
That sounds
of protection.
painful.
You guys gonna get the speed feat?
What is
Yeah.
the speed feed? I don't even know.
I don't
I
remember.
Do we have a speed feat here?
I have no clue.
Maybe not. So yeah, this cathedral started extremely beautiful, and now it's just kind of downright creepy. So that's
They did
nice.
a really good job on this map. We really like it.
They being the artists,
The environment artist, yes.
and you design really likes it. Is that what,
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
Yes. It's the royal we.
Okay.
I mean, everybody actually really enjoys this art.
Lord King Jesse really likes it.
That's right. I can never get that little trap to work right that I have back there in the back. I end up killing my teammate.
Shouldn't do that. That's not synergy.
Yeah, they don't like that. I'm like, pull him over here. Ooh, sorry.
Actually, you know, that is kind of a part of synergy, just as a joke. And, you know, sometimes you have one person in the pug that just sucks up heals and sucks up power, and when he dies, just no one's kind of in a rush to get that person up because the fight goes smoother if he's
It
not
hurts
in
you.
it.
Yeah.
And I've used that. You can kite them over there and put them all on fire and they all go down. I've done that solo.
I'm not sure what that just did.
Set the floor on fire. See, they're walking across it.
And they're burning. They were burning.
They were
slightly.
burning.
I don't know if we're supposed to do that or.
Yeah, it's extra.
Why would they want us to click on something if it wasn't in the game?
Could kill you.
It could kill your
We should,
friend.
we should have just something where you just interact with it and it kills you.
It's a trap
Do
that.
we have that?
It's a very
Mike and I
obvious
are
trap.
Trash in the first room, so whoops. I'm a little squishier now. I switched to DPS, which is good because Iraq ended up he's as a troller right now, so he's seeing things that I normally would be doing.
You want to flip over to them real quick there, Meps?
Yeah, well, let's get into this next room here, and then...
More Wrath Demons.
Alright.
Well,
yeah.
actually, there's something coming up ahead here. They have a choice coming up. We might as well let them do
Okay,
that.
we'll let you make your choice.
Where are you guys at on the MV duo there? Where are you at? I mean,
we just started kind of waiting to see if you guys were gonna flip over or not.
Yeah,
if you do flip over to the place in that Knight's Dome where all the waves come at them, that's awesome. That was a great design. I tried to solo that by mistake.
Because you thought it was a solo, like in home turf.
Yeah, yeah. I was very sad.
That was painful for you.
Let's do first one. Oh, middle one? I don't care.
Middle one.
Smoldering Wrath. Alright.
You want to hop over?
Yeah, let's hop over. I'll go ahead and comment what they did. They have a choice of 3 different switches. Each switch opens up a different sub-boss for them to fight. They chose Smoldering Wrath, so they're going to go fight a big demon guy. And we're going to flip over to the other team here. See how they're doing.
So these guys are in the Knight's Dome duo, correct?
Correct. Basically, whoa, right in there.
I don't have DPS gear. I'm DPSing in my tank gear, and it hurts.
So things are dying a little bit slower over here.
Oh, you guys are still very early on, huh? You haven't even got into the arena itself yet.
We were waiting for a little bit there, too, so.
Yes, look at the prize. It doesn't belong to you, but it can. It
I hope we don't have to fight all those.
Everything you desire. And who has it? Amplexabitor Zealous.
Just the level design
will
in here
not
is
disrupt the ritual.
They look like they're having a good time. They're all green and bowing. That's nice.
They're very envious of the cube.
Yeah.
I resent that.
The prize. Keep your eye on the prize. Somebody said yesterday when I was playing it. Or was it yesterday?
You know what that cube reminds me of? Well, never mind.
Smoldering Wrath.
How's that guy treating you over there?
Well,
I won't let you take
trying to learn his tells.
Those are the best responses. Well,
it's okay. We're live.
Uh-oh, I think, yep, looks like Arachnid crashed.
Now it's like, say where to go, yeah.
Solo it.
You got it.
You got this.
You got it. No problem.
It.
You might want to go tank roll.
Hey, I soloed the Knight's Dome, and I got.
Too late.
Oh.
Right as the supply drop lands on my dead body.
That is not synergy right there.
Let us know when he comes back. We'll flip back over when you guys are both
Yeah,
both
go
ready.
ahead, switch back to those guys.
We're on the Wrath guy, out of power, so if he juggles us, we're in trouble.
Oh, and of course, as soon as I spawn, here's the supply drop. Lovely.
I feel no
I'm gonna drop a supply drop too, just because if I get juggled, I want to be
There
able
he
to
is.
move.
This guy moves around a lot. Blinks.
Kilroy, I got one back here.
This guy set the floor on fire around you too.
I'm just gonna block break him too. If he does any kind of crazy stuff.
Smoldering Wrath. And he sets the floor on fire, so he's aptly named, apparently.
Yes. And it's funny because the choice you make here actually plays a role in the final fight.
Yeah, I fought some chick that brought in like birds or something.
Yep.
That was pretty sweet.
Depending on which of the
Switch.
3 you pick,
Yep.
also affects the final fight.
I can't remember her name right now.
Is it one of the fearsome 5?
No, she's specific to this.
Oh.
She's a cultist.
Up or down, I don't know. Down it is.
So it's, I mean, as far as role and strategy and tactics, it's obviously most important in raids, still very important in alerts, and probably less important in the duos, but you still got to be looking out for your partner and trying to cover each other as best as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, teamwork's still important, even down to 2 people, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm not as worried on the trash mobs. We get in the bosses, I'll really pull back because I'm not sure what they can do. See if he gets some combos off right here. I'm gonna watch him for a minute.
So you're playing as heal?
Yeah. I'm playing as nature. Now, I didn't throw one right there. I just wanted to see what he would do combo-wise, and he threw off 3 successful combos in a row with Celestial.
Sounds like he's got the hang of that.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you know, if you miss a Celestial, I mean, it's devastating.
Right. It's big risk, big reward, really.
Yeah, it really is. I like it. I mean...
Yeah, I think I'm going to switch when it goes live. I've already renamed my character.
Uh-oh, what'd you name him?
I am Demongelica. I was
Nice.
Pheromone. I was a nature.
Did you spell it with an F or a PH?
PH.
Nice.
I almost spelled it like Pharaoh, like the Egyptian Pharaoh, but decided not to.
Alright, we're going to click on this door.
I also reserved Holy Roller and Unholy Roller, so those are mine already.
You're
folks.
stealing all the good names.
I did. It's like insider trading, isn't it?
Yeah. If you'd like any of those names,
You will pay.
Just
Speaking of
email
holy
me.
rollers, how
Yeah,
do you end up
let
doing
us
in
know.
Vegas?
I have my father's
Oh, I ended up being up
will
300
destroy
bucks.
everything you've ever loved.
Nice.
Yeah, I was down
lost
50
100
bucks the first
I lost
day.
You will
120.
have my father's power.
we're locked out.
How are you?
Yeah, we're back.
So I'm beginning. We're fighting the trash here, and I'm beginning to think that this trash spawns indefinitely.
No.
Are you doing the waves?
They're doing that
That's
first
fun.
wave, right?
Yeah.
It's several waves though. It's
Yes.
quite a few waves.
Yeah, that's fun.
I want to say it's like 10 waves.
Yeah, I doubt you guys are at the Prayer Master yet, even.
We're at the last
You
boss.
only delay
Yes.
the inevitable.
We're
Yeah, this
sticking with you right
stuff
now.
Oh, okay, I see now. Yeah, there's chains. We have to
Just
fight
makes
these
me
waves. Gotcha.
Yeah.
stronger.
I thought that there's just like infinite spawning until you kill something else.
It's because we rock, Chris.
Wretched fools.
So I don't know if you
Actually,
guys see up on the balcony up here, you have one of the sub-bosses you didn't fight. He's now showing up. That's why those Solus are showing up. He's summoning ads.
I think that
So if
the
that annoys you, kill him next time.
I think the Nightstone duo was harder for me, but this one was so much prettier. I mean, just walking through.
Yeah.
Like a gnat.
I found doing the Night's Dome. I played it with the tank and as healing roll. We took a long time, but we were completely safe the whole
Solid,
time. It
yeah.
was very fun though, because it was just so many guys. Because we also killed very slow, we had a lot of guys on us
Right.
all the time. And Kilroy's destroying him.
Pathetic.
Yeah, he's good, man. Celestial.
Breath never dies.
Boom,
Good
done.
job. I
even
got
got the feet.
Did we really?
Yeah, you
You
got it.
did. Do you want to hop back over to Christiana?
I switched to tank.
Yeah, good
It's
call.
not a bad idea.
Yeah.
There we are.
And tank and controller now, or tank and DPS?
Tank and controller.
All right. So you have no damage or heals. Good luck.
Well,
I
controller
believe,
doesn't get
I
bonuses.
believe
but-
that, I mean, Iraq's really good, and I believe he runs with the core strength mod, so he doesn't get any damage penalty.
I resent that.
That's what I was just gonna say. Controllers
Right.
can get away with no
They don't.
penalties there.
Just total. Never mind.
I'm just gonna look around these smashed out stained glass windows for a minute. I'm not
we
taking the
should-
time to look.
Yeah, we should have flown around there.
We
Oh,
should
well.
have, especially that first room, maybe. They'll see it. You guys will see it on live next week if you're legendary. So
Yes.
it's almost there.
Really, really gorgeous environment. I mean, the art team really outdid themselves in this entire DLC. Really
There's
good
yeah,
looking
there's
stuff.
not a room
Oh.
that you go into.
I mean, like, here was we're
Kilroy,
inside
Kilroy
the.
just said he has the special mission or whatever in here.
Oh.
So we're gonna go look at
Oh,
it.
we're gonna have to.
I've not seen it yet.
We
It'll-
better go back.
It'll go fast because he's a solo boss.
Yeah.
We don't really know where we're going or what we're doing, but be fun.
Business as usual.
Man,
Okay,
Jared
here we are.
really needs
Some
to
chick.
install
Jack.
an
I
elevator.
couldn't remember his
Dude.
name. It was killing me this whole time they've
What
been
do you
playing.
want? If
Do
you
they all have
insist.
4 eyes? Oh, I got locked out.
Oh, me with you.
Oh, that's
Go down
'cause-
one flight. You'll find a teleport in.
Wait,
Yeah.
I see it. I see it.
That was our fault. We got.
Boring.
I gotta say, on these sub bosses, it's really easy to farm counters off them. That's pretty good.
If you can master the mechanics, you have a huge advantage. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So we purposely made these side guys solo because you personally earned your way up to this. So if the guy bails on you in the end of the duo, you can still come
So
play him
much
solo. So we want to make
anger.
sure that was not a requirement. Because it may not matter to the other guy. He may be a complete jerk and be like, I'm out.
What
I
does
don't
this
want to
gear
help
do?
you.
I just clicked the gear. I don't know what it did.
That destroys the world.
Don't push.
Click it, click it, click it, click it.
Why do you bother?
One of the things about the mechanics that I think a lot of tanks don't realize
stop.
in Nexus and Paradox is it makes a huge difference.
Oh, stop.
If you get a tank that does not understand the mechanics in Nexus, I mean,
So much anger.
you're as a healer anyway. I can only say from a healer's perspective, you're having to heal that guy 10 times more than normal.
Oh, and I go down.
Oh.
Oh, we just missed it. Oh, we really wanted to see you die.
Yeah, we wiped.
Still trying to take out the waves here.
This is the yeah, this is the we beat the first wave. Now we're trying to rush back in and beat the second one.
This could be exciting.
So this is interesting. So that there's some tactics you can do here too. Like if you get really good at it, you can try to do both packs at once if you want.
I don't see that happening.
Of course, if you're
I'm going the
getting
wrong
slaughtered already.
I did it that way when we were testing it, but that was before we made everything a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I'm looking around the room. Maybe there's a gimmick here. I don't know, or just go for it, I guess.
Sometimes you do have to learn the event a little bit before you can have
I'll give you a tip.
success.
Patience.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience is what you need. I
Not
saw
to-
immediately what your problem was. You don't have any patience.
Wow,
I was
that's also deep.
Celestial healer when I came in here solo.
I'm getting rocked. I can't block. I can't think because they're layering their counter mechanics. So it doesn't matter what they do, I'm getting countered. But you really only see that in PvP.
Well, not anymore. Now it's in PvE.
Yeah.
In this wave.
Cristiano, don't go full mutton.
There it is.
Full frontal mutton.
There you go. Patience.
There you go. Patience was needed there.
Take your time.
Patience.
We'll wait.
At least we didn't make you do that first wave again. The prayer master.
That's very true. I'm happy for that.
If this was in DLC 7, we definitely would have.
Yeah, you have to reset the whole event. You wipe and it's basically like you zoned out. To zone back in, start over again.
So when you say you got to be patient, and I'm sure there are probably people on the live stream that have done this that are screaming right now what the trick is.
Not
yeah,
really.
they are. Oh, right there. SPAC 2K.
Oh, right. Okay. And he's not screaming though. He's just saying.
But he is saying it.
He's saying be patient.
And some, yeah, same guy saying the same
One does
thing.
simply not go. Does not simply walk into Mordor.
You do have like that little crystal over there will give you health and power back. Have you found that?
No. I'm wondering if we got to maybe pull them into the center here.
Yeah, it's by your door. If you haven't found it.
Kind of overthinking it maybe, but
Yeah, I think so. A little
it's okay.
bit. Yeah, Bumbling Bee, he's telling you exactly what to do.
Yeah, if you guys could see Twitch chat, you could know, but we're not going to tell you.
I wrote it on the forums once somebody was asking. I was
That's
like,
true.
I was like, just do this.
Apparently.
Do you have any ranged attacks? Let's start there.
It starts with a P.
I'm a tank. I don't do ranged.
What you?
Well, you've got to in that though. I mean,
I got a couple ranged attacks.
just tap your.
You have a weapon, right?
Your left mouse. I mean, tap your left mouse. Pull like
Right
two
mouse.
at a time. I'm assuming if you made it past the waves, that's what you got to do. Your weapon attacks are your friend.
He'll get it.
They're getting it. Looks like.
Yep.
Oh, I want to say, guys, because I've done this one time, the Tunnel of Lust duo with the mazes.
Yeah. You'll get
Awesome.
lost in there.
No.
Oh God, yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome
I
if you
mean-
like getting lost.
Well, and I do, but it's yeah. I mean, when you play an MMO, a lot of times everything's so straightforward. But
Especially with the mini
particular
maps these
map is
days.
not.
Show you where everything is, man. Back in the day, you had to have your own piece of paper. You had to move it around.
Yeah, the
You had to
minimap's
draw it out.
not going to help you here. I mean,
Not so much. I like that
Okay,
about
I
that.
see. I'm starting to see what you got to do here. Wow, that's interesting. That's gonna trip a lot of players up.
like it did you.
Yup.
Maybe there's a little bit of challenge here.
I did it with a scrub and in a
have
fun
to-
test.
You have to ban Raider X from the chat here.
was
One
fun.
sec.
Okay, so I'm debating with I'm talking with my controller right now. First of all, we're repairing our gear because it needs it, And he's going to pull one, and I'm going to pull the other, so I'm going to swap out a power right now.
Well, you can pull them with your weapon. That's the main thing. I mean, if you're pulling,
yeah, I know,
your
but I
powers,
I put lasso on my bar, so I got a single target pull. So
yeah.
So while you guys have been wiping, we've convinced Spittle to come in and sit in the sad loser chair, and and we're gonna see how long you'll stay there.
I heard they said nothing to me when I came in. They just waved me in and said, "Sit here."
Yeah. Well.
They didn't say this is the seat.
Do you want to go get the sign that you just put up on our window?
So watch us failing horribly at this duo.
Yeah. For all of you couldn't hear what he said, "Yes, I am a sad loser, and I'm sitting in this chair."
That is what he said. Yeah.
Spittle, it was great to
Not
have
appropriate.
breakfast with you at the SOE Live, and
We're trying to have a show here.
Here's the other side.
I didn't see the other one she was holding up earlier.
What is?
Slash.
Congrats.
Anybody that's not gone to SOE
Oh.
Live probably ought to go. I mean, it was so much fun.
It is. It's awesome.
It
It's a
is.
show I
It's a
try
good
not to
time.
miss.
You get to have
Sound
Spittle make
background.
fun of you in person. It's
Bye, everybody.
it's
Bye,
nice.
everybody.
He's sad that he's not on this week.
Oh.
He was apparently.
Sorry.
It's like, oh, I'm too busy doing something, but apparently not.
Yeah, that goes back in my office.
Oh, is that your sign?
Yeah, I basically cut the crap.
Don't forget it.
Right.
Jinx.
Have a good
Where-
night. We got him to sit in the chair for
We did.
a while,
Good.
so that was nice.
Jeez, I'm getting rocked in here.
All right, you ready for me to just
Should-
give you carte blanche tip
Should
how to
we,
do
should
this?
we help him out?
I think so. You just need to go
Yeah.
up to one side, get at max range, and just tap your range attack, and that'll pull one guy, and then they'll start coming in times. So you just take your time, and they'll come in slowly.
I thought Stammy Flicker told him to do that.
Not so much in the center of the room, though.
Yeah, that's why I say don't go to the center of the room because you want to give them as much distance as you can. And if you clean up the guys that are coming, you see more coming, just hold block. I'd say 50% of the time they're gonna lunge to get to you.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, I just got a message. Iraq's actually at work at the moment. Apparently, his boss is looking over his shoulder, yelling at him.
Oh, wow.
Like, he didn't want to get on Skype or Ventrilo because he's like, well, this is a work computer. And I said, you're playing a game and they're concerned that you're going to be on VoIP software?
That's funny.
So,
Well, hopefully he still has a job tomorrow.
What does he do?
Um,
He's one of those flight guys, right? That directs planes.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Air traffic control.
Air traffic controller.
I
Yes.
hope not.
In other news, 3 planes crashed today.
Hopefully, that's awful.
yeah, no problem. If you guys want to hop in and do this, I got no problem with that.
Well,
I don't have
it's
any business
Fight
here.
Jinx right now. Meps might want to come in, show his power off.
where
So what's that trinket do, Maps?
you mean show off my trinket power? What do you,
Hey, make sure you put on that gold gear that you like wandering around the PvP areas with.
Fans to devote themselves to me.
We're looking at Jacob's
I'm
ugly four-eyed
intrigued.
face.
How far will
But doesn't
you
he
go
stir
to get that
longings
which
within you?
desire?
Desire.
Usually play
We're watching
has-
you guys
he has
now.
some
I
nice
was gonna say-
spandex.
I was going to say this earlier, man, but I laughed.
be seeing you.
I laughed out loud. I couldn't even play.
Nice
I was
hit.
laughing so hard when you guys did the thing where you had to carry the crystal in to Jacob.
Oh,
but
yes. To show
but
your
right-
devotion.
But
Oh.
right before, there's this cutscene where if you kill a guy first, he runs to Jacob. If you kill a girl first, she runs to Jacob. And he's got the same line, I guess. I don't know. Somebody told me he did. I've only done it once, but we killed the guy first, and he ran up there, and he was talking about breaking up with him.
Yeah.
It's little things like that that just show that, you know, you guys love what you do and you can throw in references like that.
Oh my gosh, man.
So we're following you guys again, Test Flicker. For those who don't know what they're doing, they just went through. We missed it. They just went through the maze, the mansion, haunted mansion maze, and now they're in like the what do they call it? Like the corridors between two amusement rides where they have all the maintenance stuff.
And the graphics are about to change once we fight Cheetah. I mean, if it's like last time, I don't know. It may be different every time you do it.
Speaking of Cheetah, she's a really fun character in Legends.
Yeah, she is.
I'm not even trying.
I have had a chance to check those out. So
if it isn't the pretty boy
Cheetah
himself, I'm going to scratch out your eyes, all 4 of them.
Oh,
yeah, it's fun to see a
why follow
character in Legends with the
when you can
Berserker and the
follow
35
someone
finisher.
as
It's
gorgeous as me?
but man, she's really fragile.
These
If you-
intruders
it's
are
pretty much
trying
whenever
to
I fought
come
with her,
between us.
or you know, either
Be a
against
good
her
kitty
or
and
fighting
get
as
rid of
her.
them
It's
for
pretty
me?
much whoever pulls off a counter below 50% is the one who wins the fight.
Well, yeah, she's a glass cannon.
Give up now, while you're
Yeah,
still
just the
in
amount
one
of burst
piece.
damage she does is insane.
Yeah, she's get in, get out.
Try outrunning this.
Get in or kill.
Donna Troy.
I'm gonna see how good Kilroy is first.
Yeah.
By not helping him.
I really like the voice actor for Jacob.
Yeah,
He
that
does
was
a really good job.
I think Cheetah too is.
Well, he's tearing her a new one.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's doing his combos perfect. If you do them right,
Duo right next to Raven.
it's a phenomenal.
You get a
DPS
lodge back
round.
there somehow. Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe reset. I'm not sure.
That's no good.
I'm not sure what happened.
He hit her so hard, she just gave
She's
up.
not getting back up.
I'm glad
gonna
this
take
is
it.
on PC
Didn't
test.
anyone teach you
Oh,
to
I came
knock
to take a good look
first?
at her.
I can get that
She-
fixed.
Staring at me.
There she
There
goes.
she goes.
Nope.
Wait, where'd she go?
That's all right.
There she
There
is.
she's out.
It's all right. It's all good.
That's good though. I can hopefully get that fixed before hopefully
next week.
Before next week, I hope.
Yeah, that's all right though. It worked out. I mean, I've seen it where it doesn't. So.
Yeah, what's it like finding new bugs once you actually have a release date announced?
What's it like?
Yeah.
Sucks.
We getting much sleep the last couple
Yeah.
days?
Kind of like finding bugs any other time.
Yeah.
It sucks.
We're perfectionists. We wish we had no bugs.
Yeah, we've been working a lot.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, to get this one out.
Well, it
and
shows.
there's no rest in sight with the PS4 launch coming up.
No, that's busy times there too.
Well, in that Halls of Power and the was it Green Light or Green Lantern?
The War of the Light stuff. Yep.
Yeah, War of the Light. Yeah, that's.
We got a lot going on. We're
No.
juggling a lot of balls right now.
No rest for the.
You know, one of the highlights for
Wicked.
me at SOE Live was when I was sitting in that room and you guys were announcing what's coming up, and you could actually hear people lose their breath.
Yeah, that room was
Oh,
packed
yeah.
with people,
It was packed.
and it just went hushed silent at certain points, and then
Yeah,
gasps.
and then an announcement would be made, and people would be like, "Yes!"
Yep, it's cool. It's nice to
Yeah,
see.
that was fun announcing basically the next, years plus worth of content or the direction you want to take it. It's awesome.
Well, I'm excited, and I think you guys have really worked hard, and I think you've outdone yourselves in this content, and I can't wait to see Halls of Power and War of Light.
Well, thank you.
I can't wait to see the new tank power set.
Yeah, you were trying to dig for
He's fishing right
details.
now,
yeah, he
yeah.
was. He was doing
Yeah.
that SOE Live too.
I saw the look. He gave me, Jens gave me a really dirty look when I asked that question.
Then you look back at me and go, was I close?
The textures are about to change right here, which really threw me for a loop when I was coming in here solo, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Right, you're in a building right now, and then
Yeah, and then it changes. Yeah.
Yeah. You were in a maintenance corridor. Now you're actually in the Tunnel of Lust ride.
which looks like it's a swamp completely.
This is one of my favorite
Natural
parts. I love that.
That's
No jokes.
That-
Those are all lust energies. No dirty jokes, folks.
I'm not sure how much time you have, but I hope that you have enough time to stick to where the you kill a male with a female. 'Cause
I'm trying. You guys are tearing through it, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, we'll probably finish this one up and then
I was
call
like
it a night.
I was laying in the floor laughing. It was so awesome.
That won't stop me.
Rack Ninja, I just checked my messages before he logged off. He said, "Thanks a lot, SOE. It's a blast. Can't wait to play it."
Well, I'm glad he had fun,
Sweet.
and I hope he didn't get yelled at too much.
Nah.
And I hope his boss doesn't watch our YouTube channel when we upload this.
Yeah. Show off trinket.
SOE was a lot of fun. It was great to see that there was such well, I mean, compared to EQ Next, it was nothing, but compared to last year, the amount of people that actually showed up specifically for DCU.
Oh yeah, we had
That's awesome.
we had easily, actually, I think at the end of the
Oh, we got kicked.
Are you guys still online?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be.
It takes
you
a
can
lot
log in
more to
right there.
kick us. I mean,
Oh man, I remember when that happened to JT in the Legends tournament.
Yeah, that's basically what just happened to us.
That was an intense fight. That was it was really great too because you had a bunch of people that were watching the Legends tournament that didn't even play DCU, and it was just so intense and high paced.
Cheers and stuff.
Yeah,
awesome.
and it really worked as a kind of sporting event, esport event.
and those
the
guys
2v2.
in the Legend tournament, those last 4 rounds I saw. I mean, I've not seen that level of gameplay ever. I mean, they were awesome.
It's crazy. I mean, it literally could not be any closer.
That Bryce fight, yeah.
2
You talking
points.
about the Bryce?
Yes,
Bryce
that
fight?
was
Oh.
that match is on YouTube if you want to watch it. If you missed it live, that's
Yeah, that was the best fight I've ever seen.
Yep.
Well, it was so frantic because they were winning by a couple hundred points, and then the momentum totally shifted when you had to restart the match because of the disconnect.
Yeah.
It came right down to the wire there.
Yes, he stepped off that node because go get the other node. Because the first thing you think is if I can just get that other node, I'm gonna win. But then he stepped off and he lost points because of it. It was rough.
I wonder if anybody that knows how to use the staff can give me a extra combo. I mean, I'm just using the hold one. Is there a
tap, 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 hold?
I did the holds when I played staff.
If you went all the way down, it's tap, 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 holds pretty much. It's one of the heaviest.
What I just
combos
said.
in the
That's
game.
exactly
What I
what
just
Matt
said.
just said.
I'm a staff player. I like to staff it up because it looks cool.
I've never tried it. I'm kind of liking it, but I feel myself stuck on this one combo.
It's slow sometimes, and I'm not a big fan of the right tap hold, just because it's slow. But from a visual character immersion perspective, I love staff.
Somebody said
Now, see, that's really
downward smash. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. And see, that's interesting that you mentioned the block breaker because that's one of the ones that you can weave it into the normal attack pattern. It's really hard to see.
That's true.
All right. Well, I'd like to learn how to do that.
Plus, one of the great things too is if you have staff deflection, it even works in the tier 5 content.
I haven't used a superpower
I don't know
yet.
if it's
I'm gonna
supposed to
use
do
one right
that.
now.
I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it's a nice little trick if you're a tank using it.
Yeah, I just use regeneration. I've not used it the whole SOE live broadcast here. To give you some power, Kilroy. Alright, Sir Mutton Chops is telling me if I hit tap melee 3 times, then hold melee twice. Let me try that.
We said that twice.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. You're playing.
You're playing. I know how hard it is to play and do one of these. I did the
Mutton Chop's just what his name said, because
Well,
he's a queen.
And I'm really a
Drama queen.
slow attention deficit disorder kind of guy.
So we're gonna have to remind you a couple more times how to do the downward smash. That's okay.
I'm the kind of guy that's got to like fraps it and then study it for an hour, and then I'm like, oh, okay, it's tap, 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 hold, hold.
Which is kind of ironic how fast you picked up Celestial's combos.
That's true.
Yeah.
Must be really intuitive.
That was
I have a
different
hard time
though.
with
Yeah, it works differently. It's not a logic-based power set. It's an intuitive-based power set because it's based on the timing is different for every single well, not every single, but depending on what tree you're in, the timing is totally different. So what I had to do was spread my skills out on my bar based on the amount of time it took me to use them, and that was the only way I could do them correctly. So the more time it took, the further to the right I put it on my bar, and that made a difference. Oh, this is the hilarious part, man.
Not to worry, lover. They won't fight the ritual. We'll destroy
that dude's
them
arm.
together.
That's how I run around all the time in live.
It's looking good.
He was like this entire weekend in Vegas too. He was just like kid in a candy store.
Yeah, I'm a clergy by profession, so.
Are you playing at work?
No. Well, I'm always on the job with my job. You never get a day off.
That's very true.
But No, it was fun to be in Vegas. I mean,
Forgive me,
it was
Master,
unusual.
but they were
I
too
don't think
much for
I don't think I
us.
fit very well there.
Oh, you silly,
More of an introvert.
stupid creature.
Well, you
led
did
them
pretty
to
well
me.
for a
I
clergyman in
think we should
Vegas. I
see
can tell you
other
that much.
people.
Yeah, I lost $120 on the table. I'll tell you that.
It's not nearly as much as,
And you-
well, I don't know. Can you consider
I knew you
what
would
happened
go
with
to
Hill?
any lengths to be with me.
Poor guy.
Your
Dude,
desires will
Hill won
fuel the
$700
final
on his
stage
first
of
night
my
there. He'd never
ritual.
gambled before. He went on the
If you
roulette table.
refuse
Wow.
And he
me,
gave it all
you
back.
will
He gave
die.
every
Well,
bit of it back.
but the next morning, he got up and won another $500, before 11 a.m. So he was like $1,100, $1,200 in the plus. And then he went and he didn't get it all back. I think he gave a lot of it back, but not all of it.
He said he gave most of it back because the last night he was trying to hit the roulette one more time, and then he went out with Bumbling Bee up to Fremont Street, and Bumbling won like 200, I think. The roulette wheel, I can't remember.
The fun of SW Live. After the panels, lose your money.
Or win money in this
Or
case.
win money if you're Jesse Benjamin.
Well, I was down to just my last $50 when I realized I could just bet the same as my friend who was up like $1,800 because
Yeah.
we were playing roulette. I was like, and then I started winning.
Yeah, just
There you go.
find the good player and do what they do.
That's what I did. He got mad at me. I was like,
And,
sorry.
yeah, I got
Supposed
knocked
to fight
out.
the boss here.
Sora and I got knocked out of the tournament in the first round, and then I went down to the tables and won $1,000 in like 30 minutes. So
There you go.
I wasn't too torn up about getting knocked out.
Yeah, that was a bad beat.
Wait.
He's got Kilroy locked down.
There's something. Let me pick this up. Touch this.
Lust is in your heart.
Yep.
I feel it.
Yeah, he is tearing through
Just
him.
melting him.
Yeah, he's good, man. I'm telling you. This
Stop
this DPS power set, if you know what you're doing and you have a good, like for me, like Swarm Shield behind him is keeping him from getting interrupted, so he can pull that
That's a
crap off.
very good tactic.
That
Right.
was insane.
So, if you don't have the right healer or the right shielding behind you, then you're not going to pull that stuff off because you're going to get interrupted. I'm not saying it's me. I mean, it's obviously,
It was all me. All that
If
DPS
I wasn't there.
my partner was doing, that was all me.
Look at this DPS. Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah, 381k out.
He's earned it.
All right. Well, nice job on that duo. Chris, I hope you got past that wave.
Someday.
I'm
Or
going
will.
to say yes.
Yes, but don't come look at me.
Are you asking me to verify that statement?
No, it's all right. We can let it be a mystery. And thanks you guys for going through the alert with us and for coming on and for coming to SW Live and doing that panel and for hopefully teaching us a little bit today.
Yeah.
Not
Synergy.
Not quite the thing. Yeah, and that was really deep and
Very deep.
so if you're out there,
great.
think about that next time you're playing.
Yeah,
and
thanks for having us. I mean, we had such a great time at the event.
I hope you guys come back next year.
we will. Hopefully,
We'll
we'll be
see.
able to.
Working on it, man.
Awesome.
They said that they're trying to change some of the panel format where people are going to be able to have longer panels because ours wasn't the only one that ran over. that
Yep,
year.
and breaks between the panels too. Lots of feedback every year there's feedback, and every year it's better, which I think was probably most obvious this year of all the years that I've gone. So
We had a panel run an hour over.
I do want to thank you guys personally and the developers for actually showing up to our panel. That was kind of a really big thing that the creative team showed up to it. So
yeah, you were there, right,
Yeah,
Jesse?
yeah, I was there.
I was not. Sorry.
you popped your head in, didn't you?
No,
No.
Max was
No,
working,
he's a
man.
loser.
Yeah.
Dude was working the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw almost no panels while I was sober.
I kept wanting to sneak over and say hello to you, Meps, and it was like every
You
time.
had a lot of fun.
he's
at
a
the
busy
pool
guy
party,
there.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, community team runs around, does a lot of.
You guys run the whole show, yeah. So it's
Well, we have lots of help, but
Yeah.
there's always a last
Working
minute thing, and
it's a working vacation, so
it is for sure. But
you
it's
guys do a fantastic job.
a ton of fun. Everybody loves going.
yeah. More
Um,
people should come out. It's awesome. You guys will have a blast out there. It's the best show.
Especially the pool party. I mean,
Yeah.
Especially the pool party.
I miss the pool party.
Sometimes. Anyway, with that, join us next time on Friday Night Legends. We actually don't have a show next week. Next week we're going to be launching a DLC pack.
Yep.
But the week after that, we will have our regular show, and we'll be on EU PS3. And I believe it's Team Awesome versus Most Wanted in a... or no, I'm sorry, not Most Wanted. Team Awesome versus Mass Terror
Yes, yeah.
in in a main event. So that should be a pretty good matchup, pretty exciting matchup back on EU PS3 again.
Nice.
And if you somehow have not missed the news, Ben Affleck is Batman, and Sons of Trigon early access next week for Legendary memberships, and Sons of Trigon launches for everyone September 3rd and 4th for EU PS3. So thanks for tuning in this time, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Sony.